How are we doing tonight? Let me get chat up and running right now. Oh. Are we actually live? What's tea? Hey Bambi, you're here right on time. Thank you. You've already liked the live stream. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. How are you doing tonight? We're gonna start off tonight's stream with some skincare because I'm lazy tonight. I haven't even brushed my teeth. I haven't done my skincare. I haven't done anything tonight. But we're gonna at least do some skincare. We're gonna start with PSA Silver Lining, which is a hyperpigmentation treatment for getting rid of that discoloration or keeping it at bay. Three little dollops, as you can see. You know TKW70 gonna show up. TK's TKW70 is kind of like the best thing to happen to this chat. No tea, no shade. Like, he's kind of the best thing to happen to this chat. He's so funny. I think he'll be here. I think he'll be here, so not to worry, Bambi. And then I'm gonna just finish off. This is just like a 2-step routine tonight. We're not going too crazy. We're not going overboard. This is my Retinol by Alex with Skin. I'm gonna go in with that. Nothing complicated, nothing super weird or intense. We're keeping these very simple because I have been sick for the last 2 days, just with a cold. But when I get sick, I really shut all the way down. Like, I shut all the way down when I'm sick. So yeah. Anyway, I'm back to being better. I had to put a pause on my matcha review series just because I didn't want to be tasting matchas with a weird taste buds and being unfair to some of the matchas. I wanted to be consistent basically. So I want to make sure that my taste buds are fully functioning before I return to my review series, which I'll be returning to day 12 of 21 days of matcha reviews tomorrow. So we're coming back. Okay. So that's it for the skincare routine, y'all. I'm not doing anything else. That's all I need. Speak of the angel. The crew's here. TKW70 is here. It is a community at this point, Bambi. So what is going on? Let's talk about our weeks. What happened? And mind you, we've got 6 people here in the chat, but only 1 like. So what is really going on? Like, what's really going on? The math is not mathing to me. Somebody make the math math. We got 6 people watching the chat, but only 1 like. That's confusing to me. I don't get it. Somebody make that math. 2 plus 2 equals 10? That's not... What? I don't get that. I wasn't taught that in class. I wasn't taught that in class. I was taught 2 plus 2 equals 4, so I should definitely have more than 2 likes. I definitely should have more than 2 likes. What's really tea, y'all? What's really going on? what's really happening. Let me. I tried to pull a girl, but she said no. She said she would date me if she didn't like this one guy. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you had enough courage to ask a girl out. Don't be too perturbed by what I want to call it, by rejection. Rejection happens all the time. It's not going to be your first time, and it's definitely not going to be your last time. Rejection will happen to you all throughout your entire life, so get used to it. In fact, draw strength and inspiration from rejection. You know, my coach made us do 120 squat, jump, rock, back thingies because she got mad. Oh, and did you do them, Bambi? I mean, I guess your coach was doing you a favor because she's trying to give you a rumpty rumped. She's trying to give you a dump trunk. She's trying to give you a dump trunk in the back. That's what she's trying to give you. Um, at 120 squat, jump, rock, back thingies, that sounds like a lot to me. But I love a good squat. I love regular squats. I love sumo squats. I love jumping squats. Um, I love crab walks, which are like squats. Um, I got a cereal named after me, Cheerios. That's funny. 6 girlfriends sounds like a lot, TKW70. That sounds like a lot of girlfriends, in my opinion. Do your parents know about all these girlfriends you got going on? It's a lot of girlfriends. Are we talking, how long have these relationships lasted? Like a day? 2 days? A week? Listen, I know that these high school relationships go really quickly, so no judgment from me. But 3 years? Kind of pointless to date if you can't drive, though. Well, listen, dating is just all about experiencing affection from another person and building a relationship and learning how to be respectful of someone, how to be caring towards another person. It can be good experience, even for people that are really young. Just having that experience of like having someone to go to prom with, having someone to like buy things for. I get it. You know, it was fun for me when I was younger too. Stick with the boys instead. Listen, there are always going to be girls out there, always and forever. There's always going to be boys out there too. I do think that there's something to be said about cherishing and developing strong friendships instead of really focusing so much on romantic relationships, especially if you are of a younger age. Um, yeah, TKW70, you will get that. It just may not happen for a while. Oh my, the skin is skinning. I was going through an ugly phase for a while, y'all, where the skin was just not cooperating, but I think she's back. I think the skin is back. I think the skin is back. Yeah, the skin is back. The skin is back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, but these crusty crust I got. Let me get these crusty crust. I'm gonna cut my own hair tomorrow, actually. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna cut my own hair. I should maybe do a video of my hair routine. Like, I think I said a couple streams ago that I was gonna give y'all the fuckboy haircut tutorial. Like, I might do that tomorrow. I might film it tomorrow. But what I do have to do is I do have to film my Easter weekend video, which I hope that you guys will all watch. I had a lot of fun. It was really, really fun. My split ends at this point are getting out of hand. Listen, Bambi, it's okay. It's totally okay. The split ends are gonna be fine. Let them do what they do. Um, you'll get them together in time. In time. The skin is skinning. Y'all, I have been sick for 2 days, and it was so strange the way that I got sick. One, it wasn't strange the way I got sick. Like, duh, someone gave me the virus, like gave me the cold. But the symptoms I got were very strange. No, I didn't have like the sniffles. I didn't sneeze. I didn't cough. Like, I didn't have any congestion. Well, I had a little bit, but it wasn't like none of that. It was mainly two things: a sore throat and extreme lethargy. Like, I was just tired nonstop. It did not matter how much sleep I got, which, by the way, I was in bed for like 13 hours one day and then 11 hours the next day, not even including naps that I had taken when I was awake. And I was just so tired. I just had no energy to do anything. It was terrible because I'm always doing something and I never really take naps. But I was just sleeping nonstop and eating. I was so hungry. I felt like a hungry, hungry hippo because every time I got out of bed, it was to get something to eat. I got back in bed, I get out of bed, I eat, I like lay down, I get up, I eat. It was just like nonstop. I probably gained 10 pounds from having this cold, which is the strangest thing ever because usually when I'm sick, I don't want to eat anything. So it was just very strange this time having a cold, like what it did to me. Very strange. Um, I can't get my family or anybody to shut up about not doing it because my natural curls are too beautiful. Wait, they want to force you to get a haircut and you don't want the haircut? I'm confused. Am I religious? Very good question, Bambi. So, as a reminder, guys, this live stream is really all about asking me questions. I think you guys get on this, like, you guys just like me to ramble, but really, y'all are supposed to be asking me questions. So, am I religious? I don't consider myself to be a very religious person. Now, that being said, I was raised Baptist, okay? Christian Baptist. And I love the Baptist faith. I have very, very fond memories of church growing up. I have met some amazing Christians in my life. Um, However, I see what organized religion has done to a lot of people and how it has trapped people and stripped away their autonomy, um, which I don't think is such a good thing. Um, so, with that being said, am I a religious person? Not so much. I definitely believe in God for sure, 100%. There's just so many things out there that are unexplainable that can only be explained by a higher power. Now who this higher power serves, it's a whole nother topic, okay? I do go to church. I go to church about once a month, sometimes twice a month. It depends on how many times I go back home to Toledo. I do not have a home church here in Columbus, nor am I searching for one. I don't have any desire to really go out of my way to attend church. So, with that being said, I don't think I'm a very religious person at all because I have no desire to like go to a church and do any of that shit. However, when I'm home with my family, I usually will go to church with my dad or go to church with my mom. My mom's church is actually my home church that I grew up in, I was baptized in, and I go to church once a month, and I enjoy the services. I always enjoy the services because I am I am a someone that is always willing to learn and to look into any message as a learning opportunity. And so I can sit there and listen to a sermon from someone and take nuggets of wisdom out of that sermon without being overtly a religious Christian person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm here, regardless of um, my stance on Christianity or religion. I'm here, bitch. I'm in the pews, okay? And I'm listening to you. And yeah, I can take positive messages from the Bible and from sermons. That's duh, right? There's no problem with that. Um, but no, I don't think I'm a religious person. I would consider myself to be somewhat of a spiritual person. But in terms of an organized religion, no, I don't think that. No, not really. Hopefully that answers your question. That's not too rambly, Bambi. Hopefully that makes sense to people. If not, that's okay. But I'd love to clarify. Ask me follow-up questions. Um, who is my celebrity crush? Me personally, it's Addison Rae or 2011 Katy Perry for me. Boy, you were not even around during 2011. What are you talking about, TKW70? Don't ever bring up 2011. What? That was what? That was 13 years ago. And you are barely 13. What? 2011 Katy Perry, you got me dying. Any moisturizers for dry, sensitive skin, or really any products? Bambi, don't even get me started because I'm a skincare guru. Like, um, so let me go in order. Celebrity crush. This is a hard one, guys, because I don't. Y'all gonna hate me because y'all generation is something really wildly different from mine. But I don't keep up with the celeb girls. I don't keep up with celebrities. I don't know who the celebrities are these days. And if I name a celebrity, y'all probably won't know who I'm talking about. I can't even name. I mean, what? Who is a celebrity in my world? Um, I'm so fucking lame because I really can't think of anybody. Lil Nas X, the gay rapper. I don't know. He's cute, but I don't know him. I don't know him. Brock Purdy or the guy who played Jared in Manifest. Osama bin Laden dead. He can't be anyone's celebrity crush. Who was Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy. I have no idea who he is. He's a footballer. He looks kind of average to me, to be honest. But let me Google image him. Let me Google images. He's on football cards. I don't know. He's giving. He's giving average white man. I think he's giving average white man. He's giving 6 out of 10. He's a big head. Like a meat, like, I don't know. Like his head is shaped weird. Like he needs a little bit of filler to fill out his head. I don't know. Something's going on. Not a bad looking guy. Just average. And listen, by the way, average, people seem to read average as like a read or an insult, but being average is actually not an insult at all. I consider myself to be a 7 out of 10. Like I'm a 7 out of 10. Like just I'm above it. I think I'm above average, but I don't think I'm hot. Like I'm not a 10 out of 10. And that's okay. Like everyone's not a 10 out of 10. It's okay. Like it's fine. Like, but like being average does not mean that you're ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Right? Um, look up Anna Fry. Girl, he's not hot. He's not giving 10 out of 10. Now, if you can find me a picture of him without his shirt on, then perhaps we can talk. But from the pictures I am seeing of him, he's giving a 6 out of 10. If I saw him on the street, okay, if you did not know that he was a football player for whatever team he plays for, I don't even know what team he plays for, but if you did not know that he was a footballer with all that money, all that cash money, and you just saw him in line in front of you at the Starbucks, would you try to holler at him? Would you be thinking, oh my God, he's so hot, he's so this, he's so that, do this, do that, do this, do that to me? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be all, in heat over him. Look up Anna Fry. Okay, who is Anna Fry? Anna Fry. Now, who is she? Now, she's cute. This Anna Fry girl is cute. I like a redhead. I like a redhead. So, already, that's above average to me. A redhead is already automatically above average. She looks like a redhead. They're saying that she is twins, a doppelganger of Brock Purdy. What? No, not at all. Not at all. Y'all lied. Hey, Kendra. Anna Fry is not Brock Purdy's twin at all. Kendra, I hope that you're doing well. I know you've been a little MIA recently, but I'm so happy that you're back. I hope that things have been doing well for you. Um, hope that home life is okay. Hope that you're taking care of yourself. I hope that that vacation that you guys had, where you had all that free time alone, went well. I hope things are going well. Um, so Bambi, you want to know about moisturizers for dry, sensitive skin. Um, I'm going to link a product. Let me go one to Amazon. There's this product it's called Baciel, and it's the Hydra Barrier Cica Serum. And it says that it's a cream, however, it is a gel. They lied. It's a gel moisturizer, not a cream. And it's really great for sensitive skin because of the centella asiatica that's in there. Let me get a link for you. I love it. So this is an affiliate link. So it is what it is. There it is. But that is a moisturizer that I definitely recommend. It's a Korean moisturizer. It's lightweight. It feels cooling because it is a gel formulation. I love it. I haven't used it in a long time, but I also think that it's pretty affordable too. Um, like it's not that expensive. 25 bucks. Like it's not drugstore pricing, but it's also not like super expensive. Do you know what I mean? So I love that moisturizer. There's plenty more that I could recommend. Um, I'm a little blah, but no need to talk about me. Thank you so much, though. That's okay. I'm sending you all the well wishes. Um, Ask me questions, Kendra. This is my Q&A session, so if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to ask them. Any topic. It can be about me, it can be about some advice you need, or it can be about any random topic. Ask me questions. But yeah, Bambi, that's one moisturizer that I would recommend for sure for all skin types, but especially the sensitized skin types. Um, and also oily skin too. I think that's great. You asked for dry skin, but I gave one that was more universally leaning towards the more oily and sensitive type. But it's great for dry skin type too. I have dry skin, so if I wouldn't recommend a product to you that I wouldn't put on my face. So I use that product. I love it, love it, love it. Um, uh, I went to go visit my mom, help took care of her. She's sick. We're trying to plan a real vacation though. Oh no. Well, you know what? Passports, that's a mess. And you've got to get a whole you have a litter of children. And so you got to get everybody's passport. That's a lot of money. You may want to just do a vacation down to Florida and call it a day. I don't know. Bambi, tell me about your skincare routine in general. What kind of routine do you have? Is it more of like a very simple routine, or are you one of those girls that's doing the most? And you got a 13-step routine. What's going on? What are your skincare concerns? What is going on with your skincare routine? Tell me. Tell me everything. Oh, it would just be one of your kids. Oh, well, that's great. Oh, that's great. Keep the rest of the kids home. I mean, honestly, Kendra, this is going to sound crazy to you. This is going to sound crazy, and I know that you have probably not done this in a very long time, but you and your partner need a vacation alone with no kids. I mean, zero kids. No kids, no brats. Just you and your man need to take a vacation. Now, that would be a real vacation. It doesn't have to be a whole week. It can be a long weekend. It can be, where there's not a lot of responsibilities for the kids, where someone can take care of them for the weekend and, like, maybe start Monday off, you get back on Monday. You really need a vacation for you and your partner to get back on the same page. Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, how old is your son? Is he like a little baby? I mean, or is he a teenager? And yeah, fuck the passports. That's too complicated right now. And if you need a vacation like next month, the passport will take longer than a month. Believe me, I've been through it just recently. It takes longer than a month to get that shit sent back to you. So just go on down to Florida and call it a day. He's 15. Okay. Okay. I'm side-eyeing, but okay, that's fine. I would still take a vacation without the 15-year-old. But that's just me. It's pretty simple. I use CeraVe cleanser, toner, vitamin C serum. Oh, nice. Okay, that's simple. Um, that's a simple routine. I can get down with that. And what are some of your um? So, do you have any skincare concerns? Are you focused? Are you trying to target certain things with your skin? Do you have any hang-ups about your skin that you want to fix or adjust or manage in a better way? Because that's a pretty well-rounded routine for someone your age. I think it doesn't have to get more complicated than that, to be honest. No, you cannot scrape off your acne. That will just cause hyperpigmentation and discoloration, which is one of the hardest things to get rid of in your skin. So I do not recommend that you scrape off your acne. That would be very, very stupid of you. Well, I think we should go alone, but I get his point. We don't take a lot of vacations and we won't have much longer that he's wanting to go with us. You know what? I guess, honey. I guess. But what you're forgetting is a child, no matter how old he is, would never shy away from a free vacation. I bet you if your son is 25 years old and you say, "Hey, I want to pay for us to go on a cruise together," his ass is not going to say no. Right? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I've never turned down a vacation from my family. I've never turned I've never turned down a vacation with my family if they were paying for it. Ever. Well, maybe something's wrong with y'all then. Maybe something's wrong with if your 26-year-old is turning down vacations with y'all, y'all need to look within. What's going on? Are y'all the type of family that, you know, you have to do everything together all day long? You have to do activities. Listen, I'm the type of person where if I'm gonna be on vacation, it's gonna be an actual vacation. Okay? I'm not having a fucking schedule because in my real life, I have a fucking schedule. Okay? So none of that shit with having a schedule. You're not telling me when the fuck to wake up. If I wanna sleep until 11 o'clock when I'm on vacation, I'ma fucking do it. Okay? I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Okay? Do not tell me what time to wake up when I'm on vacation. Okay? I don't set alarms when I'm on vacation. I don't do it. Okay? Um, so I don't know. I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. And no, I don't want to go to the fucking art museum of whatever city. I don't give a fuck about when this beach was carved out in 1908. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I just want to lay on the beach with a cocktail, with a nice cocky, in peace. That's what I want to do on a vacation. That's what I want to do on a vacation. okay? Um, I'm tired of the dryness and scarring, but I've seen it get better since using vitamin C serum. That's good. That's very, very good. Oh, we just had a new baby. Well, that's totally different. Listen, he doesn't have time for vacation. It's not a you thing, it's a him thing. It's his baby. He is a baby. Oh my god, you're a grandma. That is so cute. You are too cute to be a grandma. You're a glamma. Kendra's a glamma. Isn't that so cute? No, TKW. You should get rid of your acne the natural way by just letting it do what it do and treating your skin with kindness and yeah. I mean, you don't want to have a fucked up face forever because you'll never really get a good looking girl. Sorry, listen, can we talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a while? Pretty privilege. Let's talk about pretty privilege for a second. You're Mimi. Oh my god. Please do. Please do. Oh my god. Let's talk about pretty privilege for a second, y'all. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute, and I think it's a very important topic. Okay. People have always asked me, Chum, if you could be pretty or smart, which would you choose? And without missing a beat, I tell them pretty all day long. All fucking day long. Like I told y'all earlier, I consider myself to be a 7 out of 10. I'm not hot, I'm not ugly, but I'm slightly above average. Depending on the day, okay? Depending on the lighting, I could be an 8 out of 10. Like I could hit that point depending on the lighting in the outfit. But still, even being above average, being a 7 out of 10, pretty privilege comes into play, okay? There have been several times in my life where pretty privilege has fucking mattered, okay? Primarily when it came to my interactions with policemen, okay? Am I gonna tell the story? Am I gonna tell the story or not? I'm gonna give a very abridged version of the story, okay? I once got into a car accident. One of the very few times where I was the cause of the accident. Because I'm a professional driver, okay? I'm a professional driver, okay? Honestly, truly. But this one time, I caused an accident. And so I know how these insurance scammers works. I said, listen, I told the homeboy that I hit his car. I said, listen, here's my contact information. Here's my phone number. Here's my first and last name. Da da da. Here's the ID. You got the proof. You can text me right now. I pick up the phone. Here it is. Hello. Here's my address. Da da da. I'm like, don't call the police because if you call the police, even though the accident is my fault, they're going to end up raising both of our insurance policies. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Just let's deal with this one-on-one, amigo to amigo, and I'll pay for your car cost for the fender bender. I'll pay for it. You just send me the receipt. We're gonna do this whole like trust thing. Let's build trust, whatever. So what did this bitch do? He called the police. Okay. So I'm thinking, fuck. He called the police. Okay, so I have to wait now for the police to get there. I'm pissed because I just laid out why he should not have called the police. Would you? It's so funny to me how karma works in my favor every time because this police officer immediately began to flirt with me and I began to flirt with him. He was so hot, by the way. He was really hot. And back when police officers weren't like obese, like and overweight and unfit for an athletic job like this, like back in the day. Um, and I was like, oh my God, like he's super hot, like, and he's kind of like giving me the eye, he's kind of flirting. Let me flirt back with him a little bit. And so, long story short, I'm not like I'm just giving y'all the abridged version, but he ended up citing both of us for the accident. Both of us, which basically meant that it was like nobody's fault. So that means that I'd have to pay for his shit. Like like if it was just me cited for the accident, I would have been liable for paying for his shit. The officer said, "No, this is nobody's fault. Go on your way." Now, what I'm not going to tell y'all about is that I had to meet this officer later on. But but all I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, back to pretty privilege. Pretty privilege gets you places that you can't train, you can't build, you can't like. Pretty privilege gets you places. I'd always rather be prettier than smart because the gag is, y'all, the people that you think are smart are only pretending to be smart. And even if you are not smart, you can pretend to be smart and have bitches believe that you're smart. So you can't pretend to be pretty. You're either pretty or you're not pretty. You're either charismatic or you're a doorknob. Like, there's no pretending to be charismatic. There's no pretending to be pretty. You're either that bitch or you're not that bitch. Like, you can pretend to be smart. So, my advice is if you can be pretty, be pretty. If you can't be smart, if you can't be smart, please be smart and pretty. I'm not saying that you have to choose one or the other. I'm just saying be pretty and then try to be smart. Okay? I'm trying to educate the kids here, okay? Being smart is great, but there's just a certain amount of pretty privilege that will take you places that being smart can never take you. I'm just saying. Um, I'm just saying. That's my honest opinion. Sorry. I didn't hurt myself. No. Louis Soto. Hi, Louis. How are you? Welcome to the stream, Louis. I hope you're having a good night. This is a live Q&A session, so you're welcome to ask me whatever questions you want. These are my office hours, as I like to call them. So any range of topics, I'm usually open to any range of topic that is on your mind. They can be about me, things that you want to know about me and my life personally, or maybe you have a question where you need some advice for yourself, Louis. So feel free, feel welcome to ask any questions that you want. And like this live stream and like it. We've got 6 viewers and only 4 likes. The math that's not mathing. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. I'm not pretending I just blew up too many firecrackers in the house. I just DM'd you a ton of photos. Sorry, love my babies. Oh, that's okay. I can't wait to look at them after the stream, Kendra. I'm gonna like every single one of them. Luis Soto. Is it Luis Soto or Luis Soto? That's a really hot name. It's a strong Latin American name. I love it. But anyway, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, pretty privilege is real. Okay. You know, they say that statistically speaking, prettier people tend to make more money. They tend to get into relationships easier. And so all I'm saying is take care of your appearance. Your appearance is really important. not only for vain reasons and like who doesn't want to look fucking hot, right? But it's good for everything else. Being a well-maintained person on the outside will help you to be wealthier. Literally, that's a statistic. Like, it helps you to make more money, and making more money is a great thing. It helps everything else in your life. Making more money helps you to be a healthier person. It helps you to be a more stable person. It gives you more access to healthcare and programs. So it's just kind of a trickle down effect. Being pretty is just like, why not be pretty? You know, there's smart people right now that are in fucking jail. Okay? Smart people are in jail right now. Um, my favorite football player, Shaq Lawson, is coming down to South Carolina to see his brother's game. I'm going to see him if I can. That's awesome. Okay, so I have a question. Creative slump, life slump, something going on. I swear this eclipse has the energy all out of whack. What do you do when you're in a creative slump in terms of your content? Good question. Now, I'm gonna be. This is a long answer. Okay. Now, the content that I'm doing right now, I have not fallen into that creative slump yet. So I can't give you an answer for how I'm currently handling that because that has not happened to me with my newer content of like being a lifestyle influencer. So I don't know. I love sharing my life. I love sharing what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. I just love that. I love that so much. So it's been easy for me to not fall into that creative depression. However, when I was doing the skincare commentary content, I would often fall in and out of that creator slump, that creative depression. And what I did is I would um I would just like deplug. I would unplug and just go do things that has nothing to do with content whatsoever and just live my life. And I really try to pour into myself with like a little bit of self-care. So working out, was I falling into a slump because of the content or because my real lifestyle was falling into a slump? Are you eating well? Are you working out? Are you moving your body? Are you going outside? Are you touching fucking grass? Are you being outside with nature? Are you are you developing or maintaining good relationships in your real life? I think that when those things are going well, you're better apt to create content. Okay, it's easier to focus. But if you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping, if you're not moving your fucking body, if you're fighting with your boyfriend, if you're fighting with your girlfriends, if all those things are all fucked up, then of course, who wants to create content? Who wants to like, have all these fantastic ideas flourishing from our body, from our brain? No, that's not how that works. So I think that's how I used to get out of my slumps is by checking the boxes of those other things. However, it can be a long process because, you work out, you're like, oh, I feel better. Now you gotta tackle the sleep. Now you gotta tackle the food. Are you eating like shit? You know, you gotta tackle those things one by one. So it can be a little bit of um, it can be somewhat strenuous to get back into that creative mode. But I would definitely check those variables first. Check those variables first and then revisit the content. Unplug and really check in with yourself and make sure that you are being the best version of yourself before you even approach your content creation. Does that make sense, Kendra? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not fighting with anyone, but my mom being sick is very hard on me to get anything in track. It's really sad and I just miss her. Uh, I listen. That's a tough one, Kendra. That's a really, really tough one. And I think what you have to kind of accept is that you can't fix it. You can't fix it. And I think that when you focus on the things that you can control, it will make you feel better. Focus, when you have the capacity to indulge in activities and behaviors that you do have autonomy and control over, do that. Relish in it. Just make sure that they're healthy behaviors. I know that sometimes when seems very chaotic and out of control, we would try to control the most insane aspects of our life, um, in a very polarized way, and that can lead to disordered behaviors. But you can channel that energy into productive ways. Um, kind of took a step back, but I have obligations and I hate being late on things. So that's weighing on me. I refuse to put out content just to check it off the list. No, and I don't think you should. No, you should really do things that pours back into you. And I think that if your goal right now, and I think this heavily depends on what your goals are. Because if this is just a really big hobby of yours, then you need to really do it when it means something to you. But if this is something that you want to make a business out of, you've got to put out the content. I think that sometimes it's more important to build up the habit of um, consistency than to build up the habit of always putting out the highest quality. There's a difference, okay? I guarantee you that that if you have two people, one person that puts out an average video every day versus one person that puts out a above average video once a month or once a week, maybe every other week, here and there. The person that's putting out the average video is going to get more views. They're going to get more views because they're more dependable. You've got to remember that us content creators are like TV shows. We're like TV shows, okay? Sorry to boil this down to inanimate objects, but we're like TV shows. It's like watching Survivor at 8 o'clock every Wednesday night on CBS. If Cho continues to not show up at 11:30 p.m. Eastern on every Saturday, TKW7 is gonna go watch somebody else, right? You know what I mean? It's not a lack of loyalty. It's just like if I'm not here, then you guys obviously are going to be somewhere else, right? And so, while yes, Kendra, I think it is very important to make sure that you're putting out quality content. I do think that it's even more important to not have a drought of content because I suffered from that so many times. And I feel like my YouTube channel could have blown up tremendously had I been consistent. And now that I am being consistent with my content, I'm seeing much more growth in my channel. Like I'm just seeing so much more growth on my channel now. And I'm really happy about that. And so I really do believe that consistency is almost more important than quality because as you're more consistent, as you're doing it more often, your quality will naturally rise. Your quality will naturally increase. So, hmm, does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Very good way to look at it. I'm too much a perfectionist. Don't listen, that's a trap. Perfection does not exist. It doesn't. You've never put out a perfect piece of content. You never have. I never have. No one else has. Nothing is perfect. There will be no taking off of underpants in this stream. Oh my god, not Bob Omenstein. Oh, Lord. And I thought we was gonna have not Bob Obenstein. Mm, 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 mm. Everything was great, y'all. Everything was great. And then Bob walks in. Here we go with the bullshit. Here we go with the bullshit. Here we go with the bullshit. Just here we go. I'm like ready for it. Welcome back, Bob Openstein. I'm being shady, but welcome back. Welcome back. So hopefully, Kendra, that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I think that that's where I'm going with my advice. Let me wrap it up into a bow really nicely. You're in a content slump right now. I think you need to check in with your core lifestyle aspects. Are you eating well? Are you moving your body? Are you sleeping well? Do you have good relationships that you're developing and or maintaining? Um, Check into those aspects of your life. And if you are faltering in those, if you can really put a little bit of positive energy into those four aspects, I think that you can then build up the creative desire to create content. Um, yeah, that's what I think. Um, yeah, that's my opinion. I'm sorry that you're on a slump right now. I think that you really need to focus on the things that you can control instead of the things that you cannot control. And your perfectionism is actually a really bad habit. I think that people sometimes proudly talk about how they're perfectionists and how they're just very detail oriented. And what that really says to me um, is that you have insecurity issues. Do you know what I mean? Because you're under this assumption that perfection exists when it doesn't really exist, especially in the creative world. It definitely does not exist. Like if you think that perfection is a real thing, go to mathematics. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's perfection. But outside of like pure logic, it doesn't really exist, especially in the creative realm. So, um, when the Neuralink gonna be available at Walmart? Listen, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want none of that shit linking to my brain, though. I can tell you that much. Um, yeah, Kendra, and it's easier said than done, by the way. I think that you have to work on it in pieces, work on it in bits and pieces, and also be patient with yourself because this is a process that is also not perfect. And recognizing it is the first step, though. Recognizing that that's a bad habit of yours is the first step to correcting that bad habit. Um, I used to love Scooby Doo. Oh my God. Well, see, Kendra, so these are some things that are really affecting you when it comes to your creative outlet. Um, I think, so this is what I think is happening. Here's my diagnosis, okay? You have a stressful personal life right now, extremely stressful personal life. You have a stressful professional life, okay, at the job, very stressful. In a lot of circumstances, you would think that your creative life will be a positive outlet, okay? But it's not. And the reason why it's not a positive outlet for you to find peace is because of you. You're the problem, Kendra. I'm sorry, Scooby Doo, take the mask off. Who's the villain? Kendra. You. You know why? Because you have made your content creation stressful and not a relief from the other aspects of your life. It's like, okay, you look at your stressful personal life with your mom. You don't want to deal with that. You want to push that to the side. Okay. We're going to push it to the side. And then you look at your professional life at work. No, that's too much. So let me go to my creative outlet where I can find relief. But then you're a perfectionist. So that's stressful too. So you're like, I don't want to do that. No. So again, I think that's the issue. It's you. It's you, Kendra. I'm sorry to drag you, Kendra, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think you have to get out of that mentality of like being a perfectionist with your content, because you should love doing what you're doing. And like, you're so beautiful, number one. And number two, you have such valuable opinions that you should just be sharing those opinions and being open and honest and free and just loving what you do and being happy with what you do. And it should be a positive outlet. It should not be giving you, it shouldn't be adding another layer of stress on top of your already stressful life. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? If I'm talking crazy shit, let me know. But hopefully I'm making sense. Right? Bob Bubblestein, get your act together, Kendra. Absolutely. We're rooting for Kendra. Get it together, Kendra. Get it together. Oh my god, you're playing a Scooby-Doo game from the GameCube. Currently came out in 2002. It's a blast from the past. Oh my god. The GameCube was kind of sort of the best. Ooh, should I say that? GameCube was kind of the best. Followed closely by Dream Station. Real bitches know what I'm talking about when I talk about Dream Station. The real bitches know what I'm talking about. OG gamers know what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about Dream Station. You're exactly right. I took on too much and it made it stressful. I made a decision. I'm going back to not taking any obligations anymore and just posting what I want. I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. And Kendra, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, by the way. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be maybe you take on a fourth of the obligations that you used to take on. And then you have the other 3/4 that's just posting whatever the fuck you want to post about. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like I think that's a fair transition. That would be a fair transition. So like if you usually have like 4 obligations a month, then do 1 a month until you're able to get back that creative spark where you're really able to live in your truth as a creator. Yes, Bob Openstein, GameCube. Listen, I'm willing to stand on business and say that GameCube is number one, Dream Station number two. Easily. Like, the other girls are not competing. Like, they're not ranking. They just don't rank. Sorry. I'm trying to think of, like, you got Rizzy. What does it mean to riz somebody? Now, I know what riz means. Riz is like charisma, or like, like swagger, or what does it mean to riz someone? Does it mean to, like, to charm someone? Bob Bobenstein, do you have any questions for me? Do we have any? Okay, so back to the Q&A session. So that was a good question. Any more questions for Cho? What questions do we have for me during my office hours? What's going on? What is the team? Hey Kai, long time no speak. So good to have you. NVIDIA. Girl, bye. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Bob Obenstein. NVIDIA all day long. Period. NVIDIA. Like, period. Intel. Intel, for sure. And I'm not even trying to knock AMD. Like, I am Bambi. 8 years at this point. Good question. The semester's eating you up. I'm so sorry. Well, listen, you better fight back, girl. You better fight back, because the semester's almost over. Fight back. Don't just get beat up. You gotta get your lick back. You gotta get some licks in. Get scrappy. Absolutely, Bambi. Absolutely. I'm team commitment. Team long haul. Hashtag long haul. You gotta fight back, Kai. I want you to fight back. We from the mud, so we fight back. If we get our ass beat, we're gonna leave damage. Even if you get your ass beat, Kai, you gotta leave some damage. Don't be a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, you can't be out here repping Toledo, getting beat up and not leaving no marks. I'm gonna hold you to it, Kai. Because I know where your ass is from. I'm gonna hold you to it. You can't get beat up and not leave no marks. It's okay to get beat up. I'm not saying it's like it's inevitable. There's always gonna be someone that can beat your ass, but you have to leave marks. So don't let the semester just beat your ass without you leaving a mark. I'm just saying. Ooh. 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 Bob Openstein. Not to brag, but brags. Oh, so we got a tech guru in the house. We love that, Bob Openstein. And yes, carry a Sharpie so you can always listen. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Bob and I are speaking the truth here, Kai. Leave a mark. Leave a mark. Don't go out a punk. And it's almost over. Summer's almost here. Summer school will be a breeze. A lot more casual. You got this. You know what? Bob Openstein, Jeep. Chevy or Ford, Jeep. Jeep. The fuck? Easy answer. Easy answer. Jeep. Honestly, truly, like what? What kind of question is that? Of course you do, Bob Openstein, because you have fucking taste. You have taste. No shit, you have a Jeep. I mean, the fuck? I'm like, I would not expect anything less of you. Come on. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. I'm taking the summer off to get my money up. I'm getting a car by the end of the year. I love that for you. I love that for you. That's good. I think you need a season of like, after this semester, a season of building, of rebuilding your foundation might be the best for you. That might be really good to like kind of like be on wheels and have access and to getting to places A to B with ease. That's a good move. Good move, honey. I need a truck for trailer, but Jeep Gladiator is too expensive. Any good eyelash serums? Bambi, I don't know about I have never, okay. I've never tried an eyelash serum in my entire life because my eyelashes, um, I don't, I'm not really like, I'm not really like a makeup girly at all. And my hair is like kind of thin. It's always been kind of thin. It's kind of annoying. Should I try an eyelash serum? But no, I've heard they're kind of scammy, to be honest. And I cannot give you any sources or anything. That's just what I've heard. Never tried them in my entire life, but I heard they're kind of scammy and that they don't work. That's what I've heard. But Kendra, okay, Kendra knows better than me. I haven't tried them, whatever. Listen to Kendra. Take Kendra's suggestion. You've been looking at a Dodge as well. They look slick. Dodges are nice. I like the look of Dodges. Not the Sharpie again. Yeah, Bambi, by the way, you should go follow Kendra on Instagram too. Wait, you don't have Instagram. You need to get an Instagram. Because that's where the beauty girlies really are. That's where we are. We're on Instagram. We're not really, we're on TikTok, but we're really on Instagram. Instagram's like the OG beauty guru social media. So you need to go follow Kendra on Instagram and me too on Instagram. So what are you gonna go with, Bob? What kind of car are you gonna go with? Because I'm interested now. Oh my God, $150 for new shoes? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, and these shoes cost $150 too. But the On Cloud, these are my favorite. Listen, okay, let's talk about this fucking shoe. Let's talk about this fucking shoe. Okay, so I am a big fan of Brooks. Brooks, if you're a runner, you know Brooks. Okay, Brooks are so nice. They look comfortable. They're very sleek. I love the sleek design of Brooks. But I will tell you, since switching to On Cloud, and these are the monsters, these are the cloud monsters, because they have the maximum um, tech support here, which is like very comforting. I actually see a lot of nurses and medical professionals like yourself in these shoes. They're very popular. Hoka's, Hoka, are also very popular, but I think that they're just another competitor to these types of shoes. But I love these shoes so much. And you know me, I'm a long distance runner. I usually run 6 miles at a time. I usually run for an hour, and I usually get about 6 miles, maybe 6 and a quarter. But these shoes have been so fucking comfortable, and they're probably about 150 bucks. Um, Honestly, maybe you can get some cheaper. I don't know. Maybe they're on sale, but I definitely recommend On Cloud. I'll link you to them right now. They're my favorite running shoes by far. Maximum support. Love, love, love them. So good. Let me get a link for you so you can check out their entire collection. That's so funny that you asked me about that because I'm a fucking obsessed with those shoes. Um, I think I'm gonna take TKW's advice and get around 1500 blacked out. Ooh. Consistency is key, and you only need a little bit. I light swipe. If I use too much, my eyelids get a little red rimmed looking. I've heard good things about Brooks, but Hoka's are yeah. So like I said, Hoka's and On Clouds are very popular in the hospitals, and I only know this because of having grandparents and being in the fucking hospital all the fucking time. I see the girls. Like I see the girls. I know the nurses. I see them in the shoes. I'm checking the Hoka's and On Clouds. Those were the shoes for nurses. Are there arch supports? I have flat feet. I believe they are. What I really recommend you do, okay. What I really recommend you do is go to Columbus Running Company. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Go in person to Columbus Running Company. I have never had someone treat me so well at a shoe company in my entire life. When I tell you he measured my feet, he put multiple shoes on my feet, he did so much shit to my feet. You would have thought this is like some OnlyFans shit. Okay, I'm telling you, swear to God, really put a lot of energy and professionalism into making sure that I had the perfect pair of shoes. So I recommend that you go there, you tell him, listen, I'm not here to run, but I am here because I'm a medical professional. Kendra, what kind of shoes do you what shoes do you wear? Because you're a medical professional too. While we're talking, I forget that you're one too. Anyway, I went here. You should go there and say, listen, I'm not here to run. I'm here to walk at work. I'm on my feet all day long. They will measure your foot. They will put multiple shoes on you. They will make sure that you have the arch support that you need. And they may not recommend Hoka's or On Cloud. They may recommend something else, but I would definitely recommend that you go and talk to them in person because they're highly professional and they know their shit. And all I can say is I'm fucking happy with the shoe they gave me. More than happy. And will be buying multiple pairs of these shoes when I get the coins. Will be buying multiple pairs of these shoes when I have the coins. I will be. It's easy. Easy decision in my life. Um Kai said, Kendra says, I spent so much money on shoes, and the best ones for comfort were the Pro Crocs that I got that cost me $25 on sale. I have flat feet too. I'm a radiation therapist on my feet running all day. Listen, the Croc, okay, maybe the Croc girls. Maybe it's the Crocs. Okay, maybe try the Crocs too. Listen, with $150, you could spend the 150 on the Hokas and then buy the Pro Crocs with your own cash. Try both of them out. Not I would have rolled my ankles right into the ED. Listen, if you got $150 to spend on the shoes, get an expensive pair of shoes. Spend your own money on the Pro Crocs, $25, but spend $150 on some Hokas. Because listen, at the end of the day, even if you don't wear the shoes at work, you've got $150 for shoes. So, honey, you may want to get a pair of heels for $150. Oh, this is funny. No, what I'm suggesting is that I suggest that you go to the Columbus Running Company in person. And the guy that helped me was the guy named Rob, who may be a partner or owner in the company or has some like investment stake in it in the company. I don't know. He felt very ownerish, very managerial. He gave me manager vibes. Like I have 10% equity in this company. He gave me those type of vibes. Okay, his name was Rob. Love him down, love him to death. Great salesman. Really made sure that I had a high value product in my hands by the end of the day. Love him. I recommend you go to Columbus Running Company and you have them help you pick out shoes for work. And you just tell them, listen, I'm not here to run a marathon. I'm here to go from patient to patient all day long. And they will help you. Customer service, top of the line, 100%. No, didn't pay for the fitting. Ooh, not you back in your skinny girl era. Okay, we gotta be outside. I am trying to get fit. I'm trying to get the muscles again. I'm back on my creatine. I'm back to working out all the time. I feel the abs. There's still a layer of fat covering the abs, but they're there. I feel them. So like, we're gonna be outside this summer for sure. No, I did not pay for the fitting at all. That's all included. In fact, the fitting and all that stuff was for free. I could have not gotten the shoes after that point, and that would have just been free. So, okay. She still got a little thickness to her. Good. Okay. Good. You gotta keep a little. You gotta keep something to grab onto. Do you know what I mean? Something to grab onto. Yeah. TKW70, you're being thirsty. Take a sip of water, honey. What is going on? Listen, they call them love handles for a reason. Yes, they're made for loving. They're made for loving. Um, TKW70, what is going on? You fiending. What is the tea? What is the tea? What is happening? Bambi, what you didn't put on this guy? What's going on? You put a spell on him? Don't be putting spells on the guys. Don't be putting spells on the men's in my chat, please. Do we have any other questions for me tonight? We've been live for an hour and almost a half. That's a good question, Kai, with the shoes. Listen, I love my own cloud shoes. I really am obsessed. And the gag is, they are so obnoxious looking. These are obnoxious looking. Look at these shoes. Look at the shoe. It's obnoxious looking. And so it catches everyone's eyes. And everyone's like, ooh, what is he wearing? It's like almost like a fashion statement. These monster cloud monsters. That's kind of a fashion statement because there's nothing on the market that looks like this. It's kind of giving like a hybrid, like high fashion versus high performance. It's giving high fashion, high performance. That's what this is giving. I will say, annoying thing here, as an outdoor runner, I run all throughout the city in Columbus. But when I'm running downtown and I'm running on the paths, sometimes rocks will get in the crevices, and that annoys me to no fucking end. Now, are the rocks bothering me by being stuck in there occasionally? No. But just the visual appearance of them fucking annoys me. So, yeah, that's annoying. But outside of that, it's a great shoe. I love it. Highly recommend it. Will purchase again, without a doubt. They've gotten a lot of use already. A lot of fucking miles in these shoes. A lot of fucking miles in these shoes. Multiple miles a week in these shoes. Like, really, really good shit. So I highly recommend those. Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, on cloud, they're simply a competitor to Hoka. So they're I'm not gonna say they're the same thing as Hoka's, but in terms of the tier of quality and build quality and design, they're on the same level. Like you've got Hoka and you've got On Cloud, they're neck and neck. Neck and neck. Don't think you can go wrong with either because, like I said before, when I look at what the nurses, what the medical girls are wearing these days, they're wearing Hokas. They're wearing On Clouds. They're wearing those two brands. So I definitely think look into those two brands and try them on. Try them on. Try them on. Try them on. Do not go online buying a fucking shoe that you have not tried on. Don't do it. And I think that if you go to Columbus Running Company, they will take care of you. They will definitely take care of you. And they have all the shoes in stock that you could ever want. They have them all. They have the Brooks, they have the Hokas, they have the On Clouds, they have it all. So, yeah. I think you try to throw. I heard my dog barking, so I'm thinking, what's the tea going on downstairs? Do I have to go cut a bitch? Because I will. In my house, I will. Um, um, I think you tried to throw a bowling ball and it fell straight to the ground immediately. Not Bob Bubblestein, do not be reading TKW like that. It's too much. No, I heard something downstairs because my dog Nina was just like, and she notices everything, drop of a dime, and she wants to be all in the fucking business. So yeah. Not TKW being in my basement. Guys, if y'all don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna get going. It's been an hour and a half. I feel like I tried to pull Bambi. That's the tea. Well, that is the tea. You've been trying to pull Bambi all night long. and Bambi and Bambi is paying at dust. Bambi is paying at dust. Like she is low-key paying at dust. But I respect the man that goes for it. Period. Um, try the Algrias. I've heard of Algrias. And Grey's Anatomy shoes. Grey's Anatomy, they have a shoe? Bob Openstein. I already I already went back and got it. I'm in her DMs. I'm sorry, TKW. Bob, you are so petty. You, you are petty as fuck. I cannot stand Bob. Bob, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Grey's Anatomy is a brand of scrubs. But okay, but the brand of scrubs called Grey's Anatomy come before the TV show or after the TV show? Because if it came after the TV show, I smell a lawsuit. Like I smell a lawsuit in the works. Bob, you so petty. Y'all are doing the most tonight. You're doing the most. You're doing the most. But I want to know, are this Grey's Anatomy brand, is this pre-Grey's Anatomy or post-Grey's Anatomy? That's it. That's important. That's an important distinction. That is an important distinction, in my opinion, in my really, really honest opinion. Grey's Anatomy was named after a popular anatomy book. Interesting. Okay. So they couldn't like file copyright litigation against them. Okay. Not the clogs. Not the clogs. TKW70 has been searching for this number in the chat all night long. All night long. I can't. I can't. Y'all are doing the most tonight. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here since I think things are dying down and we have no more questions for the night. I'm actually going to start editing my Easter weekend video that I filmed last weekend. I filmed a whole weekend of what I was doing for Easter, and I'm gonna just show you guys what I did. One, Bob Bobenstein, you're holding up one finger. One finger. Period. But yes, I'm gonna start editing my thank you, Bob Bobenstein. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you guys for joining me tonight for my office hours. You can look forward to that video. And if you guys have not watched my latest vlogs, please go and watch them and please go support them. Go like them, go comment on them because I need all the algorithmic power and magic that I can get. Okay. I think the videos have been pretty good so far. I think they've been pretty good. My last video was actually my morning routine. So if you're interested in knowing what my morning routine is, go watch that video. You might be surprised. But I also did like a weekend in Toledo video, and that was a really popular vlog for my viewers. And then I did a cleaning vlog. So there's some content that you can go and watch, and they're still relevant today if you want to get a little bit of insight on my life. If you like these streams, then you'll definitely like my vlogs. So, because I keep the same energy in my vlogs. So, definitely go watch those vlogs. Comment on the vlogs. It really helps a lot. Like them. Do all that shit. Okay, guys? Like, get it together. Okay? But don't set him up. Stop. TKW, let me tell you something. No. Anyway. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Kai, for stopping by. I love you, Kai. Let me know what goes on. I forget when you're free. Just text me, Kai, because maybe I'll take you to Columbus Running Company. Maybe I can take you there, and we can go there together, and I can try on more shoes. Now I don't have the coin to buy any more shoes, especially not $150 worth of shoes, but I can pretend, right? I can pretend. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Go watch my vlogs. Go comment on the vlogs. Go support your friend Cho, okay? And comment on my vlogs. I'll talk to you guys later.